Hi, I'm Kristen Massey. Welcome to Health Assessment video number 4. Brennan, we're going to do a health assessment today. Tell me what brings you in.
A checkup.
All right. We're going to do a few questions first, and then we'll move on to the health assessment portion. Tell me, are you having any bone pain, deformity, any problems?
No.
What about joint pain, deformity, or problems?
No.
Muscle pain, muscle problems, or muscle weakness?
No.
All right. Any occupational hazards that affect your bone or joints?
Okay. No.
Having any problems with your usual activities of daily living? Dressing, grooming, toileting, communicating, mobility, things like that? All right. Ever had any accidents or trauma to any of your bones, joints, muscles?
I broke his collarbone.
Okay.
About 10 years ago.
All right. And it was healed and set well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And do you exercise?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of exercise do you do?
I run a little bit, do some weights, do some cardio.
Okay. How often?
At least once a week, sometimes, 3 times in a good week.
And how long do you exercise in those periods?
About 30 minutes or so, or more, 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. And are you on any medications?
I take a multivitamin.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and move to the health assessment portion. And I'll go ahead and have you stand up for me. Good. And let's step back here. Good. Okay. Good. All right. First thing we're going to do is do your range of motion for your neck. And go ahead and touch your chin to your chest and chin to the ceiling. And each ear to your shoulder, but don't raise your shoulder. Good. Good. And now move each chin towards your shoulder. Okay. Full range of motion. No crepitus. No tenderness. Now I'm going to inspect your back. So if you'll just step to the side here. And I am going to just lift up your shirt so that I can see your back. Good, and just stand with your hands by your side for me. And stand up straight. There you go. All right, and I'm going to look from the side. Good. Normal spinal curvature. And now I'm going to go ahead and have you bend over and touch your toes. All right. Convex C-shaped curve with flexion of 90 degrees. Good deal. Now I am going to palpate your spine here for any tenderness. Please let me know if you have any tenderness at all. Any tenderness? All right.
No.
No tenderness to palpation. All right, the next thing I'll do is I'm just going to turn you this way, and I'm just going to look at your muscles of your extremities. Just show it up here. Good. All right, and now turn around for me. Just looking at those muscles again. Put your arms down by your sides. Good. Good. All right. Muscles of extremities are symmetric. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually inspect and palpate the major joints of your body, okay? So first, I'm going to do your shoulders. And lift up that sleeve for me. Good. All right. Tell me if there's any tenderness.
Nope.
Okay. Now I'm going to do each elbow here. each wrist. No tenderness?
No.
Okay. Any pain while we're palpating your fingers?
No.
No pain on this side either?
No.
All right, great. Now I'll have you go ahead and lay down on this table for me. And I'm just going to feel your hips, making sure they're stable. Good. All right. And I am going to look at your hip joints here. All right. And go ahead and sit up on the side of the table for me. And scoot all the way back so that your quadricep muscles are kind of relaxed. There you go. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to start kind of high, but I'm actually palpating your knee joint here. Any tenderness on doing any of this?
No.
Any tenderness on that side?
No.
Okay. Last one I'm going to do is your ankles here. No tenderness there?
No.
Great. Okay. Go ahead and stand up for me. We're now going to go through a full range of motion. Your joints had no enlargement, deformity, swelling, heat, and no tenderness to palpation. So now we're going to go through full range of motion of 4 of our major joints, okay? I will be feeling on each joint as we do this to check for what we call crepitus, okay? First we'll do our shoulders, and I'm actually going to stand behind you for this, and I'm going to have you put your hands down by your side. This is called extension, and I'll have you raise your arms just straight up and then back, okay? Go ahead and do that for me. So flexion and back, extension, flexion, good. And one more time, extension, hyperextension. Okay, great. Now, the next thing that we'll do is put your hands behind your head for me. Go ahead and do that. That's external rotation. And now put your hands behind your back, like up towards your scapula, to your shoulder blades. Internal rotation. Good. And we will go ahead and put your arms by your side again and go up in a wide arc and touch your hands, your palms of your hands above your head. Okay? Go ahead. And down. Okay, and do that one more time. Abduction, and down is adduction. Okay. Now, we will move on to your hip joints, okay? So go ahead and have a seat for me and lay on back. If you can come forward as much as you can here. Here you go. All right, and you're going to, one leg at a time with your knee straight, lift your leg up off the table. So hip flexion, good. And the other leg, good. Hip flexion. And now, go ahead and do that one again. I didn't get to palpate. Good, hip flexion. Okay, now touch your knee to your chest. Go ahead. Hip flexion with knee flexion. And this side, hip flexion with knee flexion. Good. Now I will have you bend this leg like this, and you're just going to roll on your foot. So go out first and then in. External rotation, good. Internal rotation. All right, and the other foot, switch. Go ahead. External rotation, internal rotation. Very good. Now, I'll have you straighten out your legs. Straighten out your legs. And just swing this leg out. Okay? And just do that one more time for me. Adduction and out one more time. Abduction and then in, adduction. Now do the other leg the same way. There we go. Again. One more time. Out was abduction, in was adduction. Very good. Now the last thing we're going to do, I'm going to have you turn over on your belly, actually. Good. And I'm going to have you lift up each leg for hyperextension. So go ahead and do, okay, that side. Good. And the other side. Oh, yeah, one at a time. Keep your knees straight for me. One more time. Lift it up. Good, hyperextension. All right. Okay, you can go ahead and sit up on the side of the table. We're going to do your elbow next. Your elbow joints. Just go ahead and straighten and bend. Extension, flexion, extension, flexion. Good. All right, the last thing we're going to do is if you want to just rest your elbow there and just do that for me. So pronation, supination, or excuse me, supination, pronation. Okay, on the other side, supination, pronation, supination, and again pronation. All right, moving on with our knees. If you wanted to stand up for me. Good. The video here. All right, lift up one leg, flexion, extension, do it again, flexion, extension, and this one, flexion, extension. Okay, and now I'm going to have you sit right back here and just walk to me while I'm watching your knees for your range of motion. Good. All right, and turn around. And walk again. All right. Great. Okay. Come on back. Good. All right. Full range of motion through all of your joints. Smooth movement, no tenderness, and no crepitus to palpation. All right. This concludes health assessment video number 4.